What's up, everybody? This is Riley, and this is going to be a quick channel update about what I'm doing as far as YouTube and Twitch. As you may have noticed, I haven't been really uploading as much as I used to, and the reason for that is because with the holidays around the corner, and with life happening and things getting crazy, and this is a fun kind of crazy, by the way. It's not a bad kind of crazy, just a busy, fun kind of crazy. I haven't been playing as much, I haven't been streaming as much, and that's just because that's about it. And all I wanted to do is just kind of give an update to people like, hey, the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm just getting busy. I plan on, I was originally trying to upload something once every 7 days, or sorry, one thing a day, but I really can't do that right now with my current schedule, with work ramping up for the end of the year, major projects that are happening, with basically the holidays happening and trying to get all the presents and everything like that. With as much, I've been going out at quite a bit almost every weekend, so I've been really busy with all that stuff. I can only probably do about 2 or 3 videos a week, which is still going to be MTG related. I have also been playing a little bit of Final Fantasy 15, but I kind of made the decision earlier. I've said this on the stream multiple times, but I did not plan on uploading it just because, first off, I planned on not even streaming it. Secondly, I didn't even plan on recording it and uploading it just because it's fun to play a game where I don't know, can just do it at your own pace and you don't feel like you have to be entertaining all the time. So it's just been really fun to do, and there's that. However, the other part of that is I am sort of getting a little burnt out on Kaladesh drafting, which is why I'm leaning more towards playing Final Fantasy 15 when I have time to play video games. But it's a great opportunity right now. Whenever you get burnt out from the drafting, you can start playing Modern again. That's sort of what my cycle is play some draft and then go play some Modern or things like that. Now's a great time also to kind of get involved with a little bit of Frontier, so there's that. But that's sort of the game plan. I think I'll be probably firing up the Infect deck, or maybe I'll be doing Dredge again. Dredge was really fun, but I think people like playing Infect more because I think Dredge is pretty hated right now. But anyway, the point is that I just wanted to give a heads up to everybody about what I'm doing and why I'm not as active as I used to be. But that's okay because life happens, and I should be back to doing quite a bit of content back in January. So with that said, I've also thought a little bit about this. Like, I think this is a great time to sort of, I didn't plan on doing this, but I just feel like this is a great time to do this, where I sort of explained my concept of uploading. So originally my thought was I will just stream everything and I just upload everything, right? So my thought was I'll play any game, I'll upload everything, I'll upload the wins, the failures, whatever. I'll just upload it on YouTube. And I feel like that's kind of a flaw in there because you do get the good with the bad. And my original concept was I wanted to show people, especially with MTGO, that like you will have crap games. Like, one thing I don't like about, well, I don't think Channel Fireball does this anymore, but there are certain places where they show you the drafts where they go 3-0 every time, and a lot of the times it seems like they were lucky. It seems like, well, if I had that deck, if I had that draft, I would have done that too. But they don't show all the times that they don't. And so that was something I was trying to add, was there was this element of surprise where you weren't really sure if I was going to go 3-0, 2-1, 1-2, or 0-2. I could have potentially done that. And I think there's a little bit of entertainment value in that way of doing it, but as I was watching back some of these things, most of the time when I go 0-2, it's just because I played like an idiot, and it's all my fault. And like the whole point of this is I'm trying to make stuff that's fun to watch. And there's only been like 2 drafts I didn't upload because they were so horrible. And I feel like there might be some times I would do that, but I might, depending on how well this goes, if the channel still feels like it's reacting positively, if people seem to still be as attentive to things that I do as they used to, I may switch to where I'm only uploading, I'm just kind of cutting out 0-2s entirely. I do like the idea, though, of uploading how I drafted, because I still think obviously that when I draft correctly, right? Or I draft really well. So there might be some value gained in that. And I think that's what most people are trying to do, is learn from drafting. But If they can't, they can't. I mean, if people want to see wins, then that's what they want to do. I guess is what I meant to say with that. So with that said, I might be changing how I do it, but it really depends on how things are reacting, and I'm sort of kind of getting a feel for the whole YouTube thing again. Fun fact: I used to do Call of Duty commentaries back in the day, like something like 5 years ago. So there you go. But I also like having my channel be sort of dedicated to MTG. Oh, here's the one thing I wanted to bring up for sure. Quick update on the podcast. So this is kind of my fault. Like I said, I've been really busy. We did record a second podcast for MTG. And what ended up happening was we had a little bit of audio issues, so we moved to a different room, which is actually Rich's sunroom. And what happened was we had good audio. It sounded pretty good. We did all the pre-checks. And then what happened was we hit the record, and the neighbors started revving their chainsaw. And it felt like it was kind of in the distance. It didn't feel like it was very close. And we were like, maybe it'll be like background noise like the first run, and we can still run it. And it was actually a really good one, and it was a really good content, and I think we really hit the time and everything. It felt like a really good flow. But then what happened is when you played it back, it sounded like Rich was like eating the microphone, and it sounded like I was in the other room yelling. So the audio was way off, and then the whole time you could almost barely not even hear me because this chainsaw in the background was like revving the entire time. I don't even know what this neighbor was doing, but it was for the full hour. Like, this guy was going nuts. So anyway, we had some good topics. We talked about a lot of cool stuff, and we had a little issues with that, but I have failed to follow up on this. And I know Rich is really busy too, so we need to get back together and hit up episode number 2 and update everybody on what we've been doing as far as that's concerned. One of the things I did talk about was Frontier and how I'm really excited about that, but I did get into some detail about what I was working on and things like that, and it was really fun to talk about, but I haven't really done anything on MTGO, and I need to get involved with that a little bit more, and maybe people can, like, I don't really know how to set it up, where you set up the lobbies where people can like duel each other for fun with no prizes, and just have MTGO be like a medium in which to play. Because I do have like three decks built, I think, and I have 2 other in the making. What's really cool is that it's super cheap to get into. That's the one thing I really like about it, is that a deck can be like $40. So it's hard for you not to pull the trigger. But besides that, I do want to get some more Modern up on the channel, and I think Modern has a lot more legs. I do have this issue, though, because, like, I do all these Kaladesh draft videos, but, like, once Kaladesh draft is over, I don't think people are going to watch it, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to do the fishtail effect, where you upload something and people are watching it over and over and over, so as you get, like, 1,000 videos, if you got a view a day per video, now you're getting 1,000 views per day. You see what I'm saying? Like, it makes sense from a long term, so that people are looking for what you're uploading. I don't know. That's just sort of my thought process. That's sort of a little peek inside my mind, in case you care about that. But I am a little all over the place. I am talking about a lot of different stuff, but I hit on the major points. So with that said, quick review. 1, I will still be uploading, but not as frequently. I'm looking at 2 to 3 times a week. Hopefully that's not too infrequent. Secondly, super busy, but I'm kind of getting burnt out on Kaladesh Draft, so I'll probably be doing some Modern. Thirdly, Podscast is still something I'm super interested in. I still want to get into. It's just that we've been super busy, and I haven't been following up on things like that. And we've had recording issues, so we're going to have to find a good time to rock and roll with that. And the final thing is, I still plan on streaming quite a bit, but I just need to get my hands off of Final Fantasy 15. So, with that said, I am going to close it. I'm going to start eating some Chipotle chips with some guac. And, yeah, I'll be seeing you guys later. So, with that said, peace out.